Hey, welcome back, everyone. The RT Machine Podcast. I think we're on episode 15, I believe, right?
Yep, this will be 15.
Cool. We got quite a few of our vendors here with us, representatives. So we have to my left here is Eric. Tell us where you're from, Eric.
I'm up from Canada. I work for Taurus Craco Machinery. We work with RT on an Italian line of machinery, FEMAL. So we're down here just helping them with sales support, I guess.
We got our leader over there, Eric.
Yeah, Eric's back. Dean's running the board.
We got Todd Hensley with Entecco Filter, based out of Durham, North Carolina, but our shop just moved about 6 weeks ago from High Point over to Winston-Salem. We went from about 20,000 square feet to 60,000 square feet. So business is very, very good right now.
Cool.
We're here to support you on the dust collection. We've got one of our smaller models, a 10 horsepower E2410 dust collector on the sanding equipment and the Circle T machine.
Cool.
And Robert Tate with TimeSavers. They're based out of. Oh my goodness!
Start
there
over.
I am.
Mike wasn't on.
All right, so this is Robert Tate with TimeSavers. I'm the regional sales manager for the East Coast, Mexico, and Pacific Northwest, and here helping out RT with our two-head 1300 series wide belt sander, and hopefully we'll sell this dang thing.
So we do have a little background noise because we got some demos running in the booth here and next to us. So it's
Did we say where we actually are? Coming at you live.
live, yes,
Right.
from the WPE Expo down at Spooky Nook, right? I think.
Spooky Nook, Mannheim, PA.
Yeah. So it's a nice little trade show down here, and quite a bit to see. And we've had quite a few of our customers in already, and figured we'd hop on a little bit and a little rundown on equipment. And
Of course, as soon as we turn the mics on, they start running the CNC that's about 30 feet from them. I don't know if that's going to come through on the mic or not.
yeah, it gives us much more of a live effect.
Yeah. It'll be really loud if Ryan needs to demo the Circle T over there and cranks that out.
Yeah. Cool. Eric, why don't you give us a little rundown on the female line?
So we've got a range of machines, traditional equipment. So we've got a few sliding table saws that we're bringing in, planers, jointers. They do have some combination machinery. The more kind of most exciting thing that they're doing is the Concept 350. So unfortunately, we didn't get it down here to display at the show, but it is a machine that I think has I guess a bit of a potential to sort of change how people are running smaller panel processing shops.
Yeah, we showed quite a bit of the videos there on that today, and I actually sold one of those up in Albany, and it's definitely a very unique way to attack the panel processing and giving you all the benefits of the sliders.
Yeah, it's a different approach. It's one of those things that until people see the machine run and kind of get an idea on how it might fit into their shop, it's just different enough that there's some education required, but I think it's got some real potential to sort of really change how things look in the landscape.
Cool. Yeah, I'm excited about it. That's for sure. How about Todd? What do you got?
We've got Entecco has a couple of different lines of dust collection equipment. We offer our interior dust collectors, what we call our E-Series or Entecco Series, designed, fabricated, assembled right here in the US of A. Most of our parts come from within North Carolina, and we put them together in Winston-Salem and ship them out of there. We go from a 5 horsepower up to a 20 horsepower on the inside units. They can also be installed outside under weather protection, if you like. And we go from 16 filter bags up to 40 filter bags. So we have a lot of fabric area to give you good suction over the life of the filter. And then for discharge options, the units basically come with waste bags, but we can upgrade to either a 300 or 700 gallon dump bin, which is 3.5 yards of capacity. A lot of customers like that because they can leave it under there all day and don't have to empty it during the day. And then we also do a rotary airlock for some systems. And then for our outdoor dust collection systems, we do 13,000 CFM per module Very good energy savings with multiple small fans. Done a couple projects with RT. Got one going in
Oh, cool.
Western Pennsylvania right now through one of Cody's customers. That's coming along nicely.
Nice.
Yeah.
How about you, Robert?
Oh, just working for this startup company called TimeSavers. Yeah, TimeSavers is one of the OGs in the industry here. Lucky to work for them. Company's based currently in Minnesota in the Maple Grove area outside of Minneapolis, and we've been for 76 plus years manufacturing wide belt sanders, and that's our bread and butter. But we serve every level of customer, whether it be Joe's Cabinet Shop up to the large major industrial facilities, and not just with sanding or typical wide belt sanding, but linear brush sanding, finish sanding, planers. We got a specialized product that we work with a couple of companies here in Pennsylvania, where we have an optimized self-centering type of opposed bottom-top planer system called our Yield Saver. That is just a tremendous product. Maximizes yield 3-4% over up with rough mills and so forth. So, here to spread the gospel.
Well, we appreciate everybody coming in. That's for sure. It
Yeah.
helps us out tremendously with technical, being at the booth and as we get our customers rolling in here.
So tell us about your background a little bit, guys. Eric, you can start. How you got into this business. You started off as a woodworker, right?
Yeah, so I did a little bit of hobby woodworking, I guess, with my my grandpa growing up. That eventually turned into working in residential construction, and then I sort of focused mostly on fine woodworking. I worked for a stair manufacturer, doing kind of custom hardwood stair installs, and then I branched out and started my own business. So I was active at that for about 4 years, and I'm not as you guys can tell here, I'm not a very large man. So moving around stair parts and staircases was not something that my back was ready for. So last year of that, I was laid up on my my couch quite often with a thrown out back, and then I kind of eventually found my way into Wes's office at Taurus Craco and decided to make a change. So yeah, now I've been in sales for the past couple of years with Taurus, and it's nice being able to get off the tools but stay inside the industry. Certainly, I wouldn't have wanted to transfer out to something where I didn't get to, I guess, use some of the knowledge I've gained over the years. So it's nice. We're always kind of looking at new shops, new problems, and there's always something to work on. So
Very cool. How'd you get into it, Todd?
I got out of school and went into the paper industry for a couple years, and then trying to relocate back to the southeast, found myself working for a filter company back in 1999. So I started working in the media side, so I feel my real strength is on the filter media itself. And then I moved into machinery in 2007 and changed a couple of employers. Ended up at Entecco in 2019. So going on 5 years in January that I've been in the wood industry and working specifically with wood dust collection, and really enjoy it. The customer base is just such a great group of people, and the material is just such a beautiful material to work with. I'm always impressed with what these folks can do with wood. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing some of these shops you get into. It's
remarkable.
incredible what
It's
they're doing.
absolutely remarkable what they're doing in some spots. Yeah.
Absolutely. How about you, Robert?
Man, I feel like a Bob Ross painting, man. It's a series of happy accidents that got me into the end. During the housing downturn back, in the late aughts there, I was working for a manufacturer that built panelized home structures.
Oh,
And when the economy tanked, I was just going through a bunch of ads, and I need job, right?
Right.
So ended up going to work for a company out of Asheville, North Carolina that was bringing in a bunch of Italian equipment, panel saws, some edge banders, and that type of thing. And I knew nothing about woodworking, not a damn thing. And then, but I tell you what, I fell in love with the industry. And then had the opportunity to come over to TimeSavers about roughly 5 years ago,
okay.
and went to panel processing into solid wood, which is a whole different universe when you really think about it.
Oh my God, yeah.
You know this from running a cabinet shop, right? So so been at this now for, I guess, 13, 14 years now, and it's been a blast.
Very cool. Yeah, we're definitely a unique industry.
Yeah.
All right.
I was just waving at a customer, Brian.
Oh, gotcha. I was like, I thought he was waving his hand. Can I speak now?
No.
That's what I was
Give
thinking.
me the mic.
You'll speak when spoken to. Robert, you look like a Bob Ross painting, by the way.
Yeah, it's the hair. Right? It's the hair.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good. Yeah, we were up at the Makers Camp last week. That was fun. Little washout up there, but we're doing more of these live podcasts, so it's filling it in, kind of interesting. And we have a couple other guys coming into the booth here a little bit later and talk about.
Now I was told there were going to be some refreshments at the podcast recording.
I don't know. That's Eric's in charge of that.
Soon?
Well, I'm not sure if that's kosher at
Noontime.
12:30 when the trade show is still going on.
We're not quite at the Germany level yet, where they start drinking at 7 in the morning.
There's probably still one beer in the cooler if you want to split it up between
The 6 of us.
6 of us. Yeah.
Everybody gets a shot.
Yeah, 2 ounces.
It's like redneck communion.
Yeah.
Poor Ryan. Ryan's off there by himself right now.
Yeah. Ryan's out doing work.
Yeah,
It's always the one guy.
making the rest of us look bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so far it's been pretty good. Steady,
Yeah, this one's it's a little up and down. The mornings are usually crazy busy, and then by lunchtime it dies off a little bit, which is pretty normal at a show. But
Yeah.
I mean, I thought both mornings were pretty good.
I would agree. Yeah,
Yeah, it was good traffic.
So doing a lot of demos, running the Circle T and the stanza for people. At the WoodPro Expo, they always have they call it the running machinery program, and there's like 4 vendors here that have about 4 scheduled demos over the course of 2 days. But then, of course, we run it whenever somebody comes into the booth and is looking. But
Yeah,
yes-
definitely. Once you're running them, it definitely pulls the people in. And
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Well, I don't love these small shows because it's almost like homecoming, for especially we'd have a show like the WoodPro here in Lancaster where you have a lot of shops in this radius here, and you see the same guys, in the industry as well as customers on a regular basis, and you get this opportunity to show what's new, what the new trends are, kind of get the feedback boots on the ground, and type of feedback you don't get at a larger show like IWF or the Vegas AWF
Yeah.
show, and it's a much more organic type of feel.
yeah, a little more personal touch.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And thankfully, they have name tags.
And
Yeah.
Robert and I ran into each other at a show in Guadalupe, Mexico. Guadalajara, Mexico.
Guadalajara, yeah.
Was that August that we ran into each other?
Oh, yeah.
And the thing that stuck with me about that show is that it was 5 days, first of all, 4 days or 5 days, but it ran until 7 o'clock in the evening every day. It was brutal.
Yeah.
Those were some long days.
You got to have really good shoes.
Yes.
Really
Yeah.
good shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a long show.
Yeah. Yeah. It was exhausting.
Mount Hope out in Ohio does that too. It's like 7 to 7.
Oh,
I'm like, why?
Yeah, that makes for a brutally long day.
yeah. Week. Yeah.
Yeah, this they got the nice floors here. Got a little bit of give. Not the hard concrete.
It's the volleyball.
You got to
floor.
watch the sinkhole over there in the one area where
Yeah. There's a spot over there where you can twist an ankle for sure. Yeah. It's not too bad. We didn't splurge for the squishy carpet. We do that at Vegas and IWF.
Yeah. It's an interesting facility here. I think it's mostly used for sports activities, and they've got the volleyball courts down or basketball courts
Yeah,
down.
there's
now.
Yeah,
gotta
this
be
place on the weekends, when these
Mhm.
big tournaments and stuff are running, it's standing room only.
Full blast. Wow.
Did you see them playing soccer out there at like 10:30 at night when we got back here? You
No.
probably didn't.
Well, I think I saw like objects of people that were kind of silhouetted, and like
Yeah.
doing things, but I had other priorities.
Yeah, Ryan and I drove around back to drop off his car. And, they're out there. It was 10:30 at night.
Yeah.
They're out there. I don't know if it was a
Wow.
game or practice or what, but yeah, man,
That's
slave
hardcore.
drivers.
Now I'm going to work on being fat.
How's that going for you?
Oh, great job.
Off to a good start, huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Too cool.
yeah. I don't know. There's 20 basketball courts in this place, maybe
Really?
more.
Yeah.
I would go more.
You think there's more than that?
More than 20.
Yeah, this is a big facility.
Mm-hmm.
I
I'm
planned
surprised they don't do more trade shows up here.
There must be a hockey rink in here somewhere we haven't found yet because there's a sign on the wall that says
Spooky Nook hockey.
Yeah.
Maybe field hockey. I don't know. It's such, how big is this? It's got to be 1 million square feet, right?
Yeah, with that dome outside as well. I don't know what all is in there.
I said that this was an Armstrong flooring plant.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I forget who told me that yesterday. Was it you?
No, it wasn't me, but I'll take the credit.
There you go. I can't remember who that was.
Do any of you know where the name Spooky Nook comes from?
That I don't know.
I'm not sure.
And you're the local guy.
And I'm the
you
local
said you're
guy.
22 minutes away or 18 minutes away.
Come on, Brian. Come on.
Yeah.
I don't get down this way. Lebanon way, Doncaster way. Too much.
I noticed Robert said Lancaster. I wonder if we're going to get any feedback on that one.
Yeah, it's Lancaster.
Lancaster.
We always know when there's somebody from out of town in.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't try to church it up, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
You get Lancaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, just south of Charlotte in South Carolina is a similar area where you've got a Lancaster, South Carolina, a York, South Carolina, and a Chester, South Carolina.
Oh, no kidding.
Just
So
like
it's
you do in this area. Yeah.
Don't
We're
forget
about-
we got Beaufort and Beaufort on the coast.
That's
right?
North Carolina, South Carolina. Yeah.
Do you have blue ball and intercourse down there?
No, we do not
Oh,
have
yeah.
Bird in Hand.
All right.
That's our.
No. Paradise.
PA's got you.
Yeah.
No, we got a Lizard's Lick, though, in North Carolina. So
Oh,
we got
man.
Yeah.
Color me jealous.
96.
That's funny.
Yeah. Another
Yeah.
customer walking through the booth. I'm going to jump off for 2 seconds. And say hello
Okay,
to that.
sounds good.
Go sell a sander.
And with a dust collector, please.
Where are you guys heading after? You guys just on the road the next week?
Next week, well, I head from here out to Seattle for a few days and then back into North Carolina next week. We're actually a German-based company, and the president of the company is going to be visiting from Germany to see the new facility in 2 weeks. So we're having a sales meeting and rounding up our folks. We've got, there's two of me running around the country. We've got Dan Stoltz in St. Louis that covers the western U.S. for us,
Okay.
and then I cover the eastern U.S. Out of North Carolina. So.
Now, did you guys move since the springtime?
Yeah, we moved 6 weeks ago. We
okay.
moved the week of Labor Day into Winston-Salem.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that when we were out there in
still settling it. You went to the old facility
yeah,
where we had two buildings.
multiple. Yeah.
Yeah, we consolidated into one and roughly tripled our size. So
Oh, that's nice. So
Yeah,
you're
it's
able to
super
pull
nice.
some of that stuff that was outside inside, or is that?
yes, yeah. In fact, we have overhead cranes at the new facility that'll allow us to improve our assembly operation.
Yeah, those are some monster units that were
They're-
down there when we
They're
were.
pretty big. Yeah, yeah.
What's the CFM on something like?
So the outdoor collectors are 13,000 CFM per module, which is roughly a 22, 24-inch trunk line. So it'll handle a lot of machines.
Yeah.
And the biggest ones we've done, we just installed 2 6 modules. We've got a 5 module out there. Our colleagues in Germany use a little bit smaller one. I think it's 9,000 CFM, and they put in one at IKEA that's got, I think, 33 modules. So
Wow.
these things get bigger and bigger, and you can come back in a couple of years and take off one of the end panels and slap on another module or two if you want to add capacity in the future. So they're expandable.
Yeah, that's pretty
It's a
nice.
nice feature. Yeah.
So you're not really once you start putting the unit in and your needs grow.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah, it's one of our selling points.
Very nice. Excellent. Well, I guess we'll hop off for a little bit, and we got people after lunch here now rolling into the booth, and
Yeah.
we might actually have to do some work. Hey, thanks, guys. Appreciate everybody coming on. How do they find you, Eric?
What was that?
How do they find you out on the web here?
Well, I'm I'm pretty poor at social media, so I will be putting together an Instagram to kind of push out some content. But the easiest way to get in touch with me is to get in touch with me through Taurus Craco Machinery or any of your local female or casting industry dealers.
All right, excellent. Sounds good. How about you, Todd?
Hensley at Entecco.com or sales at Entecco.com. Shoot us an email. We'd love to work with you. ENTECCO.
Sounds good. How about you, Robert?
Well, I can go to my Only Robert account. Yeah, my best ways to get a hold of me is just email me directly at rtate, RTATE, at TimeSaversInc.com.
Okay.
with an S. Time
with
Savers.
the TimeSavers, plural. Exactly. Inc.
And we can find that representative close to you.
Yeah. We didn't get answers on next week. Where you headed next week?
I'm gonna do a little Gulf Coast tour. I'm gonna
Where
get down to the Gulf Shores and Alabama, and then head on over to Biloxi and Louisiana. I've got some sales calls. Got a lot of orbital projects that are happening down there. So that second stage of sanding outside of Wide Belt, where you're getting into some cross grain removal and that type of thing. So there's a lot. It seems to be pretty popular down south right now.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
How about you, Eric? Where are you headed next?
Straight back to Canada.
Next.
Yep, I'll be heading back to Toronto. We've got a open house at the end of the month. The woodworking technology days up there. So busy getting ready for that. Concurrently, we're gonna have the WMS show in Toronto. So lots to prepare for. But I'm gonna push on Brian a little bit to make some appointments next week, and I'll try to slide back down and head out and hopefully follow up on some show leads with Brian and get out in the field and meet some customers.
Border crossing is pretty easy right now.
Yeah.
During COVID, it was very, very strict for you guys.
Yeah. No, things have lightened up quite a bit. No problem getting to or from, so that's nice.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I picked up Virginia and West Virginia now too, so I have a lot of territory to cover.
Gas up the car.
Yeah. Tearing up the mile. I just turned over 30,000 since February on that car. So,
Well, what are you driving now?
Jeep Cherokee,
Okay.
pretty nice. It runs good.
Yeah.
You know, got enough room in the back to throw my junk and keep on moving along.
Now, do you take like a porta gym with you wherever you go? You know?
It's funny you said that.
Did you say Porta John?
I keep I keep my push-up stands
James,
in the back of the car and my yoga mat. So it's funny. I get out and when I'm driving at the rest stops, you ever see that guy at the rest stop doing push-ups? That's me.
Yeah. So you're living the van life, huh?
Yeah. No, yeah, it's I do a lot of push-ups in the week. keeps you after sitting on your butt all day long and gives you a little bit of boost energy.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'll be happy to watch you while eating the bear claw.
Yeah, I think the last time Ryan and Cody and I traveled down to North Carolina, they were like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, here, do a set. Yeah, every rest stop we hit the push-ups. So. Cool, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys coming on, and hopefully have a good rest of the show.
Thanks.
Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Machine Spotlight. This week we have Stanza's model SB1000-3 3-head brush sander. These machines feature 39-inch wide feed belts, adjustable spring-loaded hold-down rolls with optional vacuum bed, 3 separate abrasive stations with speed controls ranging between 100 and 700 RPM with reversible directions for 2-sided sanding brushes. Head configurations include planetary, crossbelt, and drum with a maximum product thickness of 4 inches. These machines are available in 240 and 480 volt. If you're interested in these machines, you can call us at 570-584-2002 or email us at sales@rt.com. Don't forget to support our buddies at Green Street Joinery by subscribing to the American Craftsman podcast and their new YouTube channel, Today's Craftsman. Both links in the description of today's podcast.